Most people spend their lives avoiding the one thing that would actually set them free, the truth of who they are. When someone hurts you deeply and then acts like it never happened, it isn't because they've forgotten or because they're clueless. It's because they've mastered a psychological trick called shadow projection. According to Carl Jung, we all have a shadow, the parts of our personality we don't want to admit exist. For most of us, when we hurt someone, our shadow makes us feel guilty. We feel that heavy pit in the stomach that says, I messed up and I need to fix this. But for the person who betrayed you and walked away smiling, that guilt is too heavy to carry. So, instead of owning it, they push it onto you. They act like nothing happened because, in their mind, they've rewritten history to stay the hero of their own story. This is a calculated psychological defense. To apologize, they would have to face the terrifying reality that they are capable of being the villain. For many, that realization would cause their entire identity to collapse. So, they choose comfort over honesty. They choose denial over development. They don't just forget what they did. They actively choose to delete it from their narrative to protect their ego. When you confront them and they tell you that you're being too sensitive or that it didn't happen that way, they aren't just lying to you. They are trying to keep themselves from drowning in their own shame. This is a form of gaslighting. By making you question your own memory and your own pain, they shift the burden of the bad person label from their shoulders to yours. If they can make you look like the crazy or dramatic one, they never have to admit they were the cruel one. The silence they give you afterward isn't empty, it's a weapon. Jung understood that silence shifts the emotional labor onto the person who is already hurting. While you are awake at night, replaying the betrayal, they are sleeping soundly because they've convinced themselves you are the problem all along. They surround themselves with yes men who validate their fake version of events, creating a bubble where they never have to see their own reflection. The most liberating thing you can realize is that the apology you're waiting for isn't a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their emotional ceiling. You cannot make an unconscious person conscious. You cannot draw water from a dry well. Their inability to say, I'm sorry, I hurt you, is simply proof that they haven't reached the level of maturity required to face their own shadow. Stop trying to force them to see what they are determined to ignore. Your healing doesn't require their permission. Walk away from the drama. Stop explaining your pain to someone who refuses to hear it, and start trusting your own light.